Totally not fake news broadcast. In tonight's segment, we'll be covering fossil fuels, climate change, and the impact that these things have on the earth. You might be asking yourself, what are fossil fuels? Fossil fuels are natural gases which comes from dinosaurs, which existed millions or thousands upon years ago. Fossil fuels are natural gases. Humans use fossil fuels and pursue fossil fuels due to the fact that they aid us in everyday life, whether it's in building our plastic or material or helping us drive our cars. Not many people know this, but fossil fuels are a huge industry and a huge business. In the 1970s, the United States government and big oil companies contacted the Shah of Iran and many countries in the Middle East to set up a big meeting. That meeting was headed by the Secretary of State Henry Kissinger. And in that meeting, they created a thing called OPEC. OPEC basically is a collection of all the big oil countries in the entire world. Um, they fund the big oil companies, which in turn fund a lot of these wars, which are going on currently and have been going on for a very long time. Um, Basically, these big oil companies, what they do is they create a lot of fake crises, such as there's an energy crisis, so we need to pay more on this bill. What these things do, they create inflation, and inflation is the rising in economic in money over time, which causes the dollar drop in value over time. So in turn, those big companies get more money due to the dropping of the value of the dollar, which aids their pockets and keeps the middleman or the lower man, which is the everyday American, everyday human being in all these big oil countries, dropping in their economic standards and placeholders um, and class in their countries. What a lot of people also don't realize is that since this is a business, it is also what keeps the economy and many countries, such as the United States and many countries in the Middle East, running. This has caused a lot of conflict and a lot of wars and different battles over time since the 70s and since way before that. This has been going on for a very long time. And when you have a business, when anybody inherits or inhabits a land or takes a land, you're gonna have two things that you're gonna need. You're gonna need, since you're gonna want to run a business, you're gonna need an economy, and from an economy, since you want to exploit one resource, you want to get trade, and from trade you get politics. From there, you get the negotiations going, which is in turn what aids your economy or destroys your economy, aids your middleman or destroys your middleman. Oh, since you have politics established, in come a lot of white bourgeois liberals who come in talking about let's save the earth. And this really shows the arrogance of mankind. You cannot save the earth. The earth does not need to be saved. In actuality, climate change is natural. This earth has been through a lot of things. It's been here for 4.1 billion years. Humans have existed for 200,000 years. 90% of all species that have existed on earth are now dead. We didn't kill all of them. 25 species die every single day, meaning 25 species that are alive today will not be here tomorrow. It's natural. So don't interfere in anything. Dinosaurs come from the earth. So if dinosaurs come from the earth, guess who's going back into the earth next time? Humans. And when aliens come here, or whoever comes next, they will be exploiting us. In turn, that will change the climate a little bit. So it's natural. There comes a certain point in time where you have to ask the people down in Pompeii, frozen into the earth due to volcanic ash that happened thousands and thousands of years ago, ancient times, if they feel like a threat to the earth today. Humans cannot destroy the earth. They cannot destroy the climate. They're only going to change it, and the earth will still be here. The planet's going to be fine. Humans will not be fine. Said, thank you for tuning in to Totally Not Fake News TV program and broadcast. We'll see you on our next segment tomorrow where we cover Donald Trump and his possible ties to Russia and every corrupt business in the world and the mob. Thank you for tuning in tonight. We'll see you tomorrow, and have a good night.